Hello everyone. I thought today I am going to review my beautiful pottery wheel that I have been using. Now it is one of the cheaper wheels called the Viva wheel, and my family put together, and they actually bought this for me at Christmas time. But I have made so many things, so I thought, look, I'll give you a review on it. I'm going to be really honest on my review, because of course, like everything, there are some amazing positives and there's also a few negatives. So let's get going and I'll tell you all about the wheel. So first of all, here is the wheel and this is what it looks like. Of course, you can tell I've used it, and of course I am actually in my studio and you'll be able to see some reclaim in the background. So this is my pottery studio, and I try and keep it as clean as I can by mopping every second day, but it just gets so crazy with clay. So this is the wheel. I think the wheel is classified as a 10-inch wheel as well. And in the description, I'll write that down in centimetres for Australians or anyone else that uses centimetres rather than inches. But it comes, and that's basically what it says. So it comes with that. It also comes with, on the ground, you'll see, let me get nice and close, there's the pedal. It comes with the pedal, and it also does come with, we'll go around to the other side of this, and I'm sorry I'm moving the camera like a crazy person, but, and that's what it comes, like a little digital thing, which I really do like. It goes up to a speed of 320, and you definitely need it on a full speed to be able to cone up and down, and then of course get your clay ready and centered. So if you do it at like 250, 260, it's really too slow. So that's the one thing I will say, you definitely need it at full speed, to get your clay organized. Also, it's the engine, I really feel that only takes up to 1 kilo of clay. It struggles past that. But for me personally, that's fine, because I'm really only doing things that are around the 800 grams, such as bowls, cups, what else have I done? Some spoon rests and things like that. So mostly mugs and little candle jars I'm making. So it's fine for me. The only other thing that I can tell you that I'll give it a negative for is the bowl that it's got here. It does come apart in 2 pieces, but you can probably see from the side here, it leaks. No matter how tight the sides are, it definitely will leak. And it just leaks a little bit, not a lot. But what I've noticed is a tiny, tiny trickle of water gets under the wheel and goes under the wheel and down the tiny little hole that's right under the wheel, and then sort of slides through. So that's a negative that I will give it on that. But if we're going to talk about positives, of course the price is positive. I mean, this is like $250 AU compared to most wheels that are around $1,800 to $2,500 in Australia. So, you honestly could buy 8 wheels for the price of 1. But of course, this wheel, let's be honest, it is not to the quality of a Scott wheel or, Shimpo or one of those other wheels. So, but I think it's fantastic for a learner. For me, I'm still quite new to pottery. I'm new to the pottery wheel, not to pottery. So I have done pottery for a number of years, but to the wheel, I'm fairly new. So to me, this is perfect if you just want to try it out and see if you even like it. So anyway, that's for that. Now let's go over and have a look at a few things that I've made with the wheel, and I'll give you a little bit of a look. So now if we're talking about the things I've made, I have thrown all of these on the wheel, and I think they actually look really cute. I was really, really proud of myself. But for anyone starting new, I will tell you that it really did take me, honestly, well over 100 pots before I even came a little bit decent. So here, these are some of my original pots, the little tiny ones. They weren't very good, but to me they were still okay. You could still sell those. You could glaze them up and sell them, and then you can see that's when I'm getting better and able to do the lids and things like that. But you know, I've probably bought, I'm going to say, over 100 kilos of clay now, and I have used it. Lots of it didn't work. I've recycled, you know, a lot, and that's a great thing about clay. You can definitely recycle and start. Here's some more drying, and I'll show you some things that I've done as I've got better. And I'm actually really proud of myself. You know, and these are all done on this wheel. So these are some, you know, some little melters. So you can see I've, you know, managed to make that. And then I've managed to be able to measure it up and, of course, make a melter. So I've also been making things like this. And if you can see this little disc at the back, which that's going to be a French butter dish. So that's the basic plate of the butter dish. The thing that I will say, that is pretty much as wide as you can go on the wheel. So you can't go much wider than that. Now, I do have a bat system, which I use. So you can see these hexagon sort of bat system that I'm using, that my husband designed for me. And I actually had another person that I know that has the same wheel that said, oh no, you know, can I buy them from you? But we don't sell them or anything, but maybe we might in the future if people really want them. And you can see as I've got better, so I'll show you this one. So you can just see that the bowls have got better all the time. So, and then of course, if I get a different wheel, I'm going to have to practice more. And so then there's some more down there, and then of course here is all the recycled crazy clay, and of course I will remop again today, even though I've done it this morning, but I've been reclaiming some products. So I hope this gives you a little bit of an insight to the wheel, and let's just go back to the wheel. So I'm going to pop the little camera down and I will actually show you my system that I use. So let me grab it. So this is the system I use. My husband designed this, and it has these little nodules, and it sort of just sits on top of the wheel that you can see. So obviously he designed this in a 3D printing one for me, and then these little amounts here, this is sort of where you can just take the disc out. So let's pop it on and I'll show you. So you just tighten those little nodules that I was showing you, and then it spins, and you know, you can use it to make clay, make products. I was going to say clay, but not clay, but products. So I'll put one in there just so that you can see exactly how it works. So let's pretend we're going to use this one. Obviously I've already made the spoon rest, but we'll pop it in. And that is it. You don't need to stick it to the board, nothing. It doesn't fly off, anything like that. It fits nice and snug in there. And I think at the moment he's made me 10, but I told him to make me 30 all up, so he's going to have to make me some more. And I bought some more 3D filaments so that we can get going and making some more. And that way, when you make plates and things like that, you don't have to take them off the you know, the little bats, because when you take them off, that's when you actually warp them. So I did, I was watching another YouTuber, and they were actually saying, leave them on the bat until they 100% dry. And they were saying you don't even need to wire it, because once it shrinks, it will actually pop itself up. I haven't tried that. I have definitely wired every one, but I am going to do one that I won't wire and see how it sort of goes. But like I said, I hope that this gives you a little bit of an insight, whether you're thinking about buying one. or not. And this one did come from Catch of the Day. That's where my husband that did buy it from in Australia. But I know you can get them from probably multiple sites. And this one is the one that has, you know, sort of the box engine at the bottom. And then I'll show you also. And then I've got my little stool, which I just kind of pull close to it. And this old table we had, this was an old Kmart table, and it is actually like a plastic sort of table, and it was perfect for that because, like I said, it does leak. It, you know, leaks a little bit around the edge, and so obviously we needed that, and then I have to keep cleaning it up, which is very annoying. But eventually I will get a super cool big one. But for now, like I said, I do recommend it for a beginner. I think it's really good. If you want to make massive bowls and vases, probably not, because I don't think it can, the engine really can't keep up with that. But for, like I said, if you're making mugs, bowls, mini plates, you know, things like that, I think it's perfect. It's a perfect starter. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed the video today, and I'm going to see you on the next one. Bye.